say we don't have Aaliyah's unfortunate demise, is there a Beyonce or is she as relevant? Because one would argue Aaliyah was the Beyonce and much more seasoned. Like the culture will relate to that of Aaliyah more. She was the girl next door, the it girl, the around the way girl.
To me personally, we still get a Beyonce. And if we're really, I think Aaliyah was good. I think vocally she's not better than Beyonce. I think performance-wise, she's not better than Beyonce either. I really do think that. Aaliyah is calmer. I don't think she can really bring it or would have brought it as much as
you knew how good Aaliyah could dance.
Thank you.
No,
Aaliyah,
I know she was in movies, acting. She had things that would have made her a triple threat as well. I'm just saying that when you look at the history of Destiny's Child, what they brought in Beyonce's solo career and what she's been able to do.
Destiny's Child was around when Aaliyah was living, and they weren't relevant when she was alive. You weren't even old enough to know that then.
I understand that. I just think that with her stage presence and her actual ability to sing far outweighs Aaliyah to me personally. When you go back and listen to her first album that R. Kelly created, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, and then you go listen to Beyonce's first couple of albums, the vocalism of it, the performance levels of it, to me is two different things. Aaliyah is a great, and I think she is a GOAT, but I do think that she gets put a little bit higher than maybe she would have now
Beyonce,
because of her demise.
Does Beyonce have a better song than 1 in a Million?
Yeah, she definitely does.
What song y'all think?
She definitely does not.
Me, Myself, and I.
That's not better than 1 in a Million. That's not better than 1 in a
Million.
Not even close.
But hold on, let me wait till you get the mic.
Yeah, you ain't even got the mic in your hand.
But unbeknownst to me, I don't think Beyonce is as big as she is. I accumulated to Aaliyah. I disagree. I think her stage presence was powerful. I think who she was just as a person, people already loved her. And on top of that, like you said, she was a triple threat with the movie. She was down there one of the biggest when she was out. That rocked the boat before she went out. That was a hit.
She was supposed to be in Matrix, remember?
But that was a banger. But just who she was in general, and her albums, her songs was the substance was still deep. They still hit to this day.
Don't forget,
whatever y'all want to say with that.
It's crazy. Don't forget, she was a heavy hitter in fashion. She set a lot of fashion trends
definitely the
early, so she for sure would have been a key figure in today's fashion.
So I'll say this to say, I think we're comparing the wrong person. Instead of Beyonce, we need to say people lesser like a Sierra. I don't think a Sierra would be prevalent.
Let me think. That is disrespectful to Aaliyah. That is totally disrespectful.
Yeah, why would you ever?
My bad. I apologize.
No, it's cool.
She was at the top
you're
before
crazy,
she
bro.
left.
She was at the top of her game.
She was already alive.
My bad.
She was at the top when she was alive, though.
No, you want to go because you see
he
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
even old
You know
enough.
what's crazy? Me and Kylie hardly ever agree, but he see what I'm saying.
Nah,
it
it don't
matter.
matter.
He wasn't here with her real live life impact.
Let's keep it real, man.
He wasn't alive.
Let's keep it real. Y'all put Beyonce way higher on the pedestal than what she is. Yeah, Beyonce made great music.
I'm saying, listen.
But she's viewed from certain people a certain way. Just based off, like, even when she was with the group, when she first was with her group, she wasn't even the main person. They had to hate on the.
I understand that.
What? No, it wasn't Kelly. It was the other one.
Latoya Lucky.
Michelle.
No. Michelle
Aaliyah,
came later.
Look at it, man. Aaliyah didn't need no group.
No,
Aaliyah was solo dolo.
Hold on, you ain't got the mic, gang.
It's not that she did or did need a group. It's just she was a solo act. That's it. That you can't put that against her because she came out as a solo act and then she came out as in a group, but she surpassed that. And then you want to talk about acting? Go watch Dreamgirls. That I believe that got some awards. Go watch.
Not even close.
Beyonce cannot act.
Hold on. Go watch Cadillac Records. I'm just saying, you go watch Aaliyah's vampire movie and Romeo Must Die. When you go watch the movies, go watch the
Cradle to the Grave.
Go watch those movies
Facts.
again. The acting is the same shit. If you're gonna say she can't act, she wasn't the best actor in the world either.
I ain't saying she the best. She acted better than Beyonce.
Okay, but they both did the little acting thing. So again, to me, it's
Aaliyah movies was like #1 in the box office.
And Aaliyah was more homegrown than Beyonce. Beyonce was more, in my opinion, more industry groomed in not a plant, but like he said, she got to develop in the group. So you didn't get to really notice until she was like the star. I'm not saying she wasn't, but what I'm saying is if you were there with the impact live, nigga, because I was there live.
But she had
My
R. Kelly,
sister
though.
were.
But she had an R. Kelly development, though. R. Kelly was writing songs. R.
We
Kelly.
don't care how
he
she got
write for
developed.
everybody. That doesn't take away
We don't
from
care how she
her
got developed.
talent and her star power. R. Kelly could write
I'm not
songs
saying-
for a lot of people that won't be Aaliyah. But if
honest-
you was old enough to know the
Honest.
impact, nigga.
But niggas want
Aaliyah was on everybody's wall, bro.
Not on mine.
She was on
She was
everybody.
beautiful. No, she wasn't my. Hold on, that wasn't my crush. I told you, my crush was an old girl from the Parenthood. That bitch was bad. Zara.
Ooh.
She was, yes, you
Reagan
know.
Simone.
Anyway, now look, but we're digressing. What I'm saying is this though. Lesser stars like a Sierra, because when she first came out, my goodness, she had the whole Aaliyah look. She had the dancing on the car, the crop top, the bigger jeans. She was doing that shit. Lil Mama, like all those other lesser stars. God damn, this nigga making a crazy ass look. What I'm saying
That is a crazy
bro.
ass take.
No, what I'm saying, no, it's dead
That
ass.
deserves that look.
No, I'm saying, bro,
deserves that
listen,
look.
I'm talking about the dancing style. Nobody was dancing like the way Aaliyah was dancing, bro. In the game, nobody was doing that. Sierra came out doing the shit. If right now they would say who's the best dancer, y'all would say Sierra's low key up there. She's in the top 2.
Agreed.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you just made our point for us.
No,
Because they were all Aaliyah clones. So she birthed a style
don't think
that
Beyonce-
artist
hold
after
on,
artist
come on,
copied.
man.
Hold on, who's a
Come on
Beyonce
now.
clone?
He's telling you.
Who's a Beyonce clone?
You
Who
have-
took her style?
you have quite a few.
No, name whoever was
Bro,
like, oh, that's Beyonce right there.
Everybody's trying to be Beyonce.
No,
Well,
man.
he's
Beyonce
asking
is the
for a
modern
name.
day Diana Ross.
There is no, you can't clone something that's great. Like there's no, name a Michael Jackson clone.
No, okay. So listen,
can say-
no. Let me
Don't
tell
move
you.
it, don't let him
Hold
move the
on.
goalpost.
Hold on. Chris Brown.
That's not a Michael Jackson
What I'm
clone,
saying
bro.
is he emulated himself after Michael, and he let the world know the same way Kobe emulated himself after Jordan. What artists do you know emulated themselves after Beyonce? They may want her stardom, but I don't know none who really like, oh, I'm gonna take Beyonce style.
Nigga, a lot of women try to be Beyonce as far as,
He's talking about people in the industry, like
in the
singers.
industry, bro, like singers.
bro. Name one. Name one right now. A female singer that's trying to be like Aaliyah right
You
now.
just
No,
named
no,
them.
no.
No,
Outside
you
Be-
did. Sierra.
No, I did. But
Lil
yeah,
Mama.
no. So now you take them out, but that's my point. No.
Any female that comes out with the tomboy look, that's Aaliyah clone. Automatic,
Okay.
off the dribble.
So
big
again,
girl
Beyonce never once did that, bro.
He
That's
never.
what I'm trying to-
That's
hold
not.
on.
He not saying.
Nah.
Go ahead. You right, sure. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. It's all.
Nah, go ahead, man. Don't get out your feelings, man.
Hold on, because
Nah,
What
because that
Short
was
is
the
saying-
point. He never said that about
What Short
Beyonce.
is
Hey, sometimes you gotta let them cook and be wrong, and
So
then,
you can
then
cook
correct.
yourself, yeah.
what Short is saying is that she never followed after Aaliyah. You were saying that she was out before her, which again, I wasn't here for the impact. But what I do know is I was here for Beyonce's impact. And let's be honest, her tour sold out, movies sold out, albums went #1, platinum. She was the biggest thing walking as well. So I do think that, and then where she's been able to take it from that point forward of getting out of a girl group, going solo and doing her thing. I'm just saying, I think that Aaliyah, great artist, legendary, but I do think that we're giving her more credence than maybe she might deserve because she passed away, unfortunately and untimely. But let's be honest, when you go and listen to the way Beyonce can sing compared to the way Aaliyah can sing, it's not the same thing. Bro.
Right. Beyonce can't sing as well and as good as Aaliyah.
Quick question. Left eye. Left eye.
Alicia Keys down there had action if she was more work ethic of being bigger than Beyonce.
Left eye.
If she would have kept doing what she did.
Hey, Left
but
Eye
regardless
had-
of hold on, let me say this, Short.
Go ahead, do your
because
thing.
this is the second show where y'all keep disrespecting our legends, which is crazy.
Whoa,
But
hold on.
It was Pac last week.
No.
Hey, hold on, let me finish talking, Short.
Hold on.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Hold on.
One mic.
No,
Short, I'm not talking about
podcast etiquette.
Say your name.
Short, you
Podcast
nigga.
etiquette.
I didn't disrespect Pop.
I'm saying, let me finish my
but I didn't
point.
disrespect
Hey,
Pop. though.
podcast etiquette. They
No.
can't hear 4 people talking.
The whole
understand
point I'm getting
no.
at is Aaliyah was
Messiah,
on.
you dig on names. I didn't disrespect Pop.
Okay, Kylie just
Thank
spoke. Kylie just spoke.
All right,
Now
say
I'm
Kylie.
speaking. It's common sense.
Yeah, we gonna have to do
Yeah.
popcorn in a minute. 'Cause
Yeah,
niggas
nah.
can't control their emotions.
This
Come
is what
on.
I'm saying though. Aaliyah was already a legend while she was alive. She was already big. She was already global charts. She was already doing that. And we're comparing, regardless to me, an overall artist. Aaliyah was better. She made better songs to connect to people. A lot of people don't even know who Beyonce is still to this day. Like, you don't know the real her. We know that she's more of a, I don't care. She's a puppet to me. And she's playing.
So what I'm saying-
Aaliyah was more authentic to me.
So when it comes to
Go look at
when it comes to
Aaliyah
Left Eye-
interviews.
A 15-year-old.
Hold on. What, Mike.
I was gonna say this. Well, Left Eye.
I gotta talk to
Left,
Mike,
Left
man.
Eye did the look.
Can't
Left
do
Eye
this.
did the masculine look as well. She did the tomboy look when when Aaliyah was out. Why we not saying that type of comparison? Because she did the low rap, she did the singing, she did the switch up flow. She had that tomboy look as well, and she was part of a group.
Aaliyah did the tomboy, but she had the sex appeal with it. When Left Eye did it, it
She
was
was
more
thugged
like,
out.
oh, this my nigga.
Hold on.
It was totally. I'm not saying Left Eye wasn't attractive. What I'm saying is Aaliyah had more seductiveness to it, the way she put it together versus Left Eye
They
with
were
the
built
with
the
the tape
same-
under the
Aaliyah-
eye.
I'm saying they were just built in the same frame, though, bro.
and you know what's crazy? Aaliyah was one of the most hottest in the game. And on top of that, nigga, Jay tried to make Aaliyah who he is with Beyonce right now.
Quite literally. Quite literally.
But she was already like, this is the thing. R. Kelly had already made her who she was. So she was already really.
I'm not saying make her a
But
star.
Jay-
Hold on, let him go. Hold on, let him go.
because
We got to stop filibustering.
You
Go
just
ahead.
said that Jay-Z was trying to make it. He couldn't do that because they had already got to her. So when we talk about puppets, the only reason why you're calling Beyonce a puppet, whether she has certain business practices or whatever, because she's up under Jay and because they're that big. But if you go back to Aaliyah, what was she? You think she was out there just what was doing it by herself? She came in the game at 14, married a nigga who wrote her whole first album, all them hits, and at the end of her life, she slightly started to creep and do her own thing. Slightly, bro. So if you're talking about a puppet, she was literally the definition of a puppet. She talked, walked, jumped, and sang what other people wanted her to do. The same thing way every other singer does for the most part. Get their lyrics wrote, right? Beyonce wrote her own shit. A lot of that. She
Yeah, correct that.
she
Correct
did.
that.
She did. Go
But
look it
let me
up.
say this
Beyonce
though.
has
Hold
writers
on,
like
hold on.
I'm
everybody
not saying
else.
she
Hold
doesn't
on.
have writers,
Stop
but
it,
she
bro.
wrote,
They
she
keep
wrote
changing.
some of her
They keep
shit.
Stop
changing.
it, bro.
They keep changing the goalposts. The whole
I'm
point.
not changing.
Yes, the beginning of the conversation was, would she be still as big if Aaliyah was here? And the point I'm making is that no, she wouldn't. Because for one, like I said, when I mean Jay tried to not make her big as a star, he wanted her in his life like that. So according to them, Beyonce or Jay wouldn't be as big without each other. So if they didn't make it, if Aaliyah was here, that duo would have never even happened.
Okay, that's cool.
Kylie's right. No, Beyonce has actually wrote some Crazy in Love.
Of course, she wrote songs. People wrote for her too.
Well,
Okay, let's be real. Let's be real though.
No, I was just saying no. But what Kylie is saying is she has actually written some. What they're saying is giving her like 50% of the credit where she wrote Crazy in Love, Getting Body, Love on Top. Like she really do got hits where she was credited the writer.
That's
all.
cool.
And I'ma just leave it
That's
at that.
cool,
I'm
but
not trying to-
we don't really judge female artists. Oh, did she write the record? Did she write? No, she's a singer. We going off the vocals. We going off the
Entertainment.
performance. We going off the entertainment. We going off how they connect with the people. We're not really looking at writer credits. We know they have ghostwriters.
I completely understand what you're saying, but when we're stacking the talents against each other, and you can go look up Aaliyah right now, she didn't write. When it pops up, she didn't write anything. So when we're stacking up things against each other, right? You say Aaliyah was in movies. She was in movies. And quite frankly, Cadillac Records and Dreamgirls are two more memorable movies on a larger scale compared to Romeo Must Die and Queen of the Damned, right? You talk about music. Okay, yes, Aaliyah has memorable hits, At Your Best, One in a Million, right? And a couple other ones, but so does Beyonce, right? And Beyonce's writing those hits.
Well, compare them at
Not
their
only that,
ages.
hold on,
Compare
hold
them
on.
at the age.
Not only that, Beyonce's also vocal ability is much stronger than Aaliyah's. Let's play a song right now. Go play At Your Best, and then go play If I Was a Boy, or go play Dangerously in Love, or go play Irreplaceable, or go play Me, Myself, and I. Go play these songs, and then go play Aaliyah's music, and you tell me who vocally is stronger. I'm not saying she didn't make bops, but they both made bops. So when you stack all these things up against each other, to me personally, Beyonce has the edge.
You know what
So
you're doing?
What
Go ahead,
I'm
Rob.
saying is, okay, so this is about circumstance. We've had the pleasure, yourself mainly, to see Beyonce bud and ascend. Aaliyah was budding, as you stated. So if we're, like he said, at their age, because all they did was groom Beyonce to be who they were already grooming Aaliyah to be. That's why I posed the question in the beginning. So I can understand what you're saying. As it stands right now, it seems like Beyonce would be the better artist because you allowed her to develop. God bless her to still be here. Aaliyah would be right now, and they were grooming her to be the Beyonce today. Best case scenario, it'd be like a Brandy Monica type deal. That's the best case scenario. But don't sit here and act like Beyonce will be running the table as she is now.
That's a great point, Rob,
Nah,
because
that's a
you got to
solid
compare the
I said compare them at
accolades.
their age.
No, compare the
As Messiah
accolades
said.
at Aaliyah's age before she passed, and then Beyonce, and look where they were at in their careers. Beyonce wasn't doing the blockbuster hit movies.
also, too,
Aaliyah
but
already
remember,
was,
Kylie
bro.
brought up on last episode, he did say at a certain age, you know, even though she did pass away, unfortunately, when she would have been caught up in some type of scandal, when like with probability, she probably would have felt. No, I'm just saying.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
No. Because last time, this is what we were talking about Pac. Oh, would he would have had a moment where the internet would have said, woo, woo, woo. What I'm saying is this. We're giving her the benefit of the doubt of, okay, she died when making Rock the Boat. That was a hit. And unfortunately, that was the last song she came and it charted. I don't know if it charted because of her demise.
It was number one.
Was rocking like
that was a number one song.
That's not a banger?
Listen, bro.
That was the.
Go ahead. Let him cook. Let him
what
cook.
I'm saying is this, bro. When people
He got his
unfortunately
attorney.
passed away, their music you can laugh all you want, but you know. Because we know this all, bro. Nigga, we talk about that shit with Nip all the time. When a nigga unfortunately passed away, nigga, the music rise up. So let's not make it seem like, nigga, everybody was bumping Aaliyah. Like, nigga, you was not bumping.
Everybody
The world
was
was
bumping
bumping
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
The world.
Yes,
I was.
nigga,
So you
we
doing
was.
Aaliyah
so
on
you
my
doing
wall.
Rock the Boat, nigga, in the
I had
mirror?
Aaliyah on my
okay,
wall.
say less. My nigga Var was rocking the boat. So like I was saying, bro, again.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I rocked a lot of boats, nigga.
Nah,
Fuck
nigga,
you
you
mean?
was doing you was
Yes, I
rock the
did,
boat
nigga.
dance, nigga. You
I
was
rocked the
memorizing-
boat. You rocked
You
the
was
mic.
watching the. You
Big
was watching.
difference.
You was watching. Hey, that nigga was watching the box, nigga. Memorizing the whole dance.
Big
Nigga, since you was
difference.
clown.
Flag on the
Nigga,
shirt.
Big difference.
Nah, nigga, you was up here, nigga, want to get wet with her, nigga. Say up, nigga. Like I said, bro, I don't know if the song was actual hit or because of her demise, because it all happened around the same time.
It was a hit.
Don't get me wrong, the song was cool, but I don't know if it was because inflated, because when she passed away, when people die, the music tend to get bought more because of nostalgia.
I don't know why y'all keep saying
I'm
that.
saying, listen, bro, let me just finish, bro. What I'm saying is this, bro. At the end of the day, it don't even matter, bro. Both of them are legends. I'm gonna just say this. Unfortunately, she passed away. We can't say the story. All we can do is, like you said, if she was here, maybe. But we don't know. She could have walked away from the game like Eve, and she could have got a white man. We don't know what that woman would have did because she's unfortunately passed away.
This is the thing with y'all. Well, I don't understand with y'all. Like when we had these conversations, we're judging the person based off what they've already done. Everything. She was already at the top. So to say that she wasn't who she was, I don't care who wrote for her. I don't care. She wasn't falling off. She was only, like Rod said, transcending up fast. Like we seen her in multiple movies. She was doing a lot already at that young age. Imagine what would have happened if she had growth and more experience. This is how you start to think about the future now. Where do we see where she was going? Okay, no, it's not. When we compare those two, the same way we use Pac and we say Jay-Z wasn't as big, would these rappers be as big if Pac was still alive? It's easy for you to answer that, and I guarantee you will say no. So this is the same way we're viewing this situation. Would these singers be as big as they got at that point? What was Beyonce doing when they was in the industry at the same time around? How far apart are they in age?
That's what I was gonna ask too, because I think they're similar in age. Aaliyah could be.
Okay, look.
Hold on. Let me just checkmate it right here. Because during the time of Beyonce being in Destiny's Child, that's the only time that we can reference, right?
Right.
Because those are the only times. Okay. Beyonce, as part of Destiny's Child, already had more major chart hits and multi-platinum success than Aaliyah before Aaliyah tragically died in August 2001. Number one hits, multiple U.S. Billboard Hot 100 singles, including Bills, 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 Can You Pay My Automobiles, Say My Name, and Independent Woman Part 1. Commercial dominance, released massive chart-topping albums like The Writings on the Wall in 1999 and Survivor in 2001, which y'all were here for. You know what I mean? I wasn't. And then
Aaliyah
you
was
got
gone.
Aaliyah.
Let him
cook,
Hold on.
let him
And you
cook.
have Aaliyah, one historic Billboard Hot 100 number one single, which is Try Again. That's it. And then you have commercial standing, acclaimed albums like AJ Nothing But a Number, which was, I believe, is her best album, me personally, One in a Million, and her self-titled final album, 2001, yielded major R&B hits like Back and Forth, Back, Forth. Y'all know that one. And If Your Girl Only Knows, and Are You That Somebody? But accumulated fewer overall chart-topping mainstream pop / crossover hits than Destiny's Child by mid-2001.
Okay. Now, hold on. Now I'm going to hit the Dave Chappelle wrap it up box. Because he just checkmated himself. He compared a group to a solo act. The key word he said was with Destiny's Child. Now, go back and read her solo stats at the time. They don't exist.
June 16th.
Bingo.
Hey, June.
Aaliyah was. You just compared Aaliyah to a group of 3 to 4 women. Checkmated yourself,
look,
bro. But we're not going to go with this topic all day because that's what we do.
Hey,
we go 40 minutes one topic.
Hey,
Y'all let us know out there in the comments, right?
that was a good one.
Y'all let us know in the comments who's right. Would Aaliyah be bigger than Beyonce right now? Or would Beyonce still be the queen of the game?
Hey,